What's going on? Nothing too pressing.
Rough Edge FM. Irritatingly irresistible internet radio at roughedgefm.com.
There's so much going on in your community that even in this age of information, it's tough to keep up. This show will help. It's all about what's new, what's happening, and what's out there. So if you're ready, sit back and listen up Santa Paula.
I am ready, but I don't know if John's ready. I might just keep your mic muted.
Oh, still fighting my cough. It's
I know.
Crazy right now.
I got a cough
Crazy.
too, but now I'm going to start.
I know.
But I seem to have a little bit better control over it.
Yeah, I just kicked back in last night again.
Yeah.
Which I thought I was getting over it, and I was like, okay, I'm in pretty good shape. And then no, just the cold air all of a sudden is coming back.
Well, this cold has been brutal.
Yeah.
So,
but I'll power through this the best I can.
Purple must not be my color because I'm not as good looking as I was last week.
Yeah, it's not a good color for you right there.
Yeah.
It makes your face look kind of purple.
Does it?
And your beard. Yeah.
My beard looks purple.
You need like a lighter color or something. Yeah.
I am in my working clothes right now.
Yeah, it's good to see you actually sweating in there.
I know.
Building your stuff.
We just did the faux brick. So we back when we were in Ventura in the bigger building, we had a guy who was a set designer. And so when they needed brick, they made brick. When they needed planks, they made planks. And everything was like out of sheetrock and mud.
Yeah.
And so he taught me a lot. And we looked at what the inside of a early 1900s theater was. And a lot of them had brick. So it was, very rustic.
Yeah.
And they had a brick interior.
Yeah.
And which I assume is probably the brick from another building that they butted up against.
Yeah. Which probably wasn't earthquake retrofitted or anything like that.
Well, that's perfect because our escape room isn't earthquake retrofitted either. So
yeah,
we're staying true to the environment.
Yeah, there you go.
But no, so we have that. We are just today. Hopefully, we'll have the final console all figured out and working. That has been a beast.
Yeah.
Needless to say, Ken is not happy right now because he's just done working on this thing.
Yeah.
So
well, it's been how long, the project?
We started in November.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
Yeah, and I wanted to open up in between Christmas and New Year's, and I finally put us on the list for Saturday or Friday.
Yeah.
And somebody grabbed it, so I'm like, okay, we are committed.
Yeah. Well, it's looked the same for like the last 2 months, and I'm like, wow.
Wait a minute, I got the brick in there.
Yeah, I saw the brick. That's the only I've like. You got a lot of work to do. So
yeah.
I
work good under fire.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
That's just the nature of the beast.
Gotta have that target that's out there that says, hey, this is do or die.
I know. It's like, it's 3 months down the line. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, I got a week to finish this. Holy smokes. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the same way. I work under fire, so it's easy.
So episode number 86.
Yeah.
We are approaching that 100 mark, 14 more shows. And one of the things that our New Year's resolution for this show is to at least get like a monthly guest, to get a good show calendar up on the scheduled out there so that we have, because I think people are getting tired of looking at us two ugly people. So especially when I'm in purple. By the way, the Super Bowl is going to be at your stadium.
Yeah, Vegas.
Yeah.
I
just found that out.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. Too bad I can't afford to go.
I know.
Yeah.
What are tickets?
Well, thousands of dollars, way above my my affordability. So
isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And they sell out.
And it's sold out. Yep.
That's just insane.
It is. That's okay. I'll rather watch it on TV.
Yeah. Yeah, because you'll be in the nosebleed section, and
I mean, people go just for the experience one time, but I'm okay.
80s for Brady.
Yeah.
Did you see that movie?
No.
You gotta watch the movie. It's a good movie.
All right.
80s for Brady. True story.
Is it?
Yep. Well, I mean, most of it is true about these women who went together, and these old ladies who wanted to go see Brady at the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And the journey they went through to get there.
Wow. Huh.
It is not 10, 2, or 4.
Yeah, water.
So
what's
I'm
going
drinking
on
water.
there? Oh.
Yeah, I noticed that my fingers, my joints
Mhm.
have been locking on me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't bend my finger.
Mhm.
And so I think I'm getting dehydrated.
Yeah.
So
Well, this time of year.
yeah,
Yeah, you got to stay
And
hydrated. And
I'm drinking like 1 bottle of water a day. So I gotta suck down some more.
yeah, because it's just dry air right now. It's a killer on you too. Yeah.
So are we gonna get our new chair coming in? Have we talked to her?
I've talked with her. She's very, very busy right now with the county right now.
Yep.
So, working on her.
Okay.
So,
And the other one that we need to get is your past chair, Richard.
yeah. Oh,
So-
Richard, I'll let him know. He can probably come in as early as next week.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured he would be available.
Yeah. So, because he's got a lot to talk about, because he oversees on the chamber side for the farmers market. So he does that, and plus he's our government liaison. So he actually attends our monthly meetings with the city and does some other things throughout. He attends some of the other meetings, even in the county.
Very cool.
So yeah, so he's got a lot to talk about.
Nice. Yeah, we should have him on. So we have started our year. We are
Uh-huh.
now halfway through the month of January.
Which is crazy. I can't believe we talked about this morning in our board meeting. It's like, 1 month's almost gone.
I know.
You know?
I'm telling you, next week or next month, I'm going to put up Christmas decorations.
And we just took ours down after being up for 2 months, which
We
is
should
long
probably
as
not
ever
take
done.
her down.
People are
ours are
converting them
still
into Thanksgiving. I mean, into a Valentine's Day trees.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think we should just keep it up year round. So what's after Valentine's?
St. Patrick's Day,
Okay.
and then we got
Easter.
Easter,
Okay, we can put bunnies on the tree.
Memorial Day,
We can put flags on the tree.
4th of July,
More flags on the tree.
Labor Day.
Um,
Not sure we
we
do
don't
there.
do anything on the tree because you're supposed to be labor free.
Yeah, and then we get into the holidays.
Yeah, Halloween. Got Halloween decorations, turkey decorations,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're ready for Christmas.
I know it's crazy.
Yeah, we just leave it up.
I just talked to somebody yesterday. Still had the tree up, and I said, "Why is the tree?" They go, "Oh, we leave it up all year." I'm like, "That's crazy. You leave it up all year." But hey, it's an extra room they have, and just makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we just don't ever go into that room until Christmas time.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So it's just a weird holiday season. I mean, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Everything's. I think we're going in a good direction here in 2024 now. I think everybody's glad for 2023. I actually heard somebody say that yesterday that they were looking forward to 2024. That the outlook seems so much brighter for them now than it was for 2023 when they came into it. Just because with all of the craziness that was going on, and I'm like, well, we're going into an election year, so that's going to make it a little interesting.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I was looking forward to 2024 to put 2023 behind us as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, 2024 hasn't been a great start. So I'm like,
Well, it depends how you look
man,
at
I
it.
can't
too.
wait till 2024 is over.
I'll tell you one thing though. We've had, over the past weekend, we had a great grand reopening for Blanchard Library. It was so cool. If you haven't been to the Blanchard Library, you got to go check it out. Completely remodeled, new furniture, just new paint on the walls. We had over 200 people there at a
I
grand
was gonna
opening.
say you had a really good turnout.
It was
too.
packed. So we anticipated maybe 100 tops, and it would to see all the people that showed up. And I knew most of the people that were there, and I know that they've all had a vested interest at some capacity with the library. I mean, either growing up or their kids, grandkids, whatever. But it was really cool to see it was one of the better community events, even though it was a ribbon cutting ceremony. But just to see the excitement of everybody there, they're like, wow, this does not look like the old Safeway grocery store anymore. It actually looks like a great, facility now. New furniture was great, and there was so
that
many
used
kids.
to be Safeway.
It used to be an old Safeway years ago.
Okay.
And then, but to see all the kids, there was a ton of kids out there too. The friends of the library did a great job. The library staff did a great job. Their director Justin Formanak did a great job as well. But that library looks spectacular.
Nice.
And they're really, if you haven't been there, you got to go.
And hopefully people are taking advantage of it.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said hopefully people are taking advantage of it.
Yeah, they have so many
Throughout the
different
year.
services, from laptop rentals to ebooks. Here comes my cough again.
Yep.
And programming and numerous other things. So it's really cool to see what's going on.
Hey, hold on 1 second. I got Tom Spence from Tom Spence in the morning.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Tom, I'm going to do this to you. That is not Tom Spence. What did I do? I screwed that up.
You cut him off?
That wasn't Tom Spence.
Ah,
For some reason, I have his contact thing up.
really?
And so
Wow.
I'll get back to that one.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been an interesting pickup.
You've been on his show before.
Tom Spence?
Oh,
I've been on his show.
yeah.
Yeah. That's why I was thinking he should come on our show.
Well, he's here in town at the bookstore all the time.
I know.
So, yeah, should get him to come in.
We should.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's a great guy, but we'd never probably get a word in edgewise.
I know.
Yeah.
No, we wouldn't.
But I love going to his show.
He'd probably start with Tom Spence in the morning and wait a minute, wrong show.
Yeah, I've been on his show numerous times, and I love going on there. It's a wealth of knowledge in our county.
Yeah.
And just really is a pro at promoting local.
And he's a pretty popular show.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. And he gets weekly people come in. I know one of the supervisors, Matt Levere, comes in every week. He's got several people from different cities that come in every week to give updates. And I'm there a few times a year to give some updates of what we're doing. Although we don't have a lot of people from the valley that are on the show a lot, so we need to kind of change that a little bit.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is I remember one we did a ticket giveaway, and he's like, "Okay, we're going to take caller number 10, or I think it was 15," and I thought, "Oh man, we're going to be here forever."
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it was like, "Hey, thank you for calling what is it?
KVTA.
KVTA. Thank you for calling KVTA. You're number one. Number two.
Yeah,
you're
you just
number
gotta
three. Number
rapid
four.
fire through
Number five. I'm like, holy cow! Wow.
Yeah, he's done that once or twice.
Let's try this.
Yeah.
All right, we got some tickets to give away, John and I. So we're going to take caller number 10.
Yeah. We'll have to do a giveaway at some point.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
And we'll have to promote it so that we can get people.
Yeah,
who are
maybe
paying
we'll
attention to
get
it.
a local gift certificate and we can have some promote it.
Because we can do it through social media. Because I can see people's comments. So if we if they watch the show and we say, okay, we're going to take I don't know how we do it, chat number.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So.
Yeah. So, but that would be fun.
Yeah. So we got some great things coming up. And I apologize for my cough. It just seems like when I see you, I cough. We do have our chamber is going to actually have a board installation breakfast. So we sent something out to all of our membership. We'll probably make it public too, but we're doing it at Cocina 1912. If you haven't been to that restaurant, you got to go. It's a great restaurant. They're open Wednesday through Sunday. I think it's 8 to 3 o'clock. Great Mexican food, but we're going to do breakfast there for our membership. We're going to introduce our new board.
Will it be scrambled eggs?
It will actually be breakfast burritos. So, but I know with you, we have to be as plain as we can be. So they might be able to just make you an egg on a plate. So, I don't know.
I can do scrambled eggs in a burrito.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe we can have them do that.
Yeah.
We have pastries and coffee and so on.
Nice.
But it's a great way to promote one of our local businesses. Two, you get to meet our board and then kind of some of our initiatives for the year, what we're going to be doing. We have Peggy Kelly that's going to come in and she's going to give a little year in review for what happened in Santa Paula last year.
Nice.
So it's at 8:30. It's on February 2nd. you go to the chamber website, and we'll have everything up on there. And it's in our calendar section right now. And tickets are $35 for breakfast, and then for non-chamber members, and if you're a chamber member, it's $25, and that pretty much just covers our cost. So, almost all that money goes directly into Cocina 1912.
All right, clearly I did not hear this correctly. It is $30 for chamber members.
That's $35 for non-chamber members,
Non-chamber.
$25 for chamber members.
Totally heard that backwards.
Oh,
I'm like, wait a minute, why?
Yeah. Well, it's our cost, which is basically like almost $30 cost. So we're actually offering it to our members a little below cost. And then if you're a non-member, which you should join as a member because you're saving $10. It's a pretty much a break even for us based on what we do. And we support not only them, but we bring in some tables and chairs using one of our local businesses as well too.
Nice.
So, but it's a great way to help promote and to hear what's going on in the community. And that's Friday, February 2nd. But then on Thursday, January 25th, we're doing our first roundtable of the year.
Yes.
Business roundtable. And what we're going to do is we actually have I'll give a presentation. We have a presentation from city staff, and I'm not sure exactly who it is yet. But we also have somebody that's going to come in and discuss a little bit about what's been going on with the ADA compliance stuff, the lawsuits that are going on.
Nice.
So we have somebody, we're not sure exactly who's going to come in and kind of talk a little bit about that, about what it takes to get your business up to code, to meet the standards, and then take some questions, Q&A stuff. And then it's not going to solve the problem that's going on right now, but at least it gives some of our businesses that may have been served with a lawsuit some ideas of what they need to do.
Yeah, and we talked. If you remember, we talked with the judge.
Yeah.
And he quoted a government law that basically states that they have to be given an opportunity to correct it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, some of it, I was talking with our Alliance, Chamber Alliance, which is all the chambers from Ventura, Santa Barbara, and San Luis Obispo County. We get together every month, and so we had our meeting this morning, and I'd asked the question if that's been happening to other businesses in their areas, and every one of them there said, yeah, that they've been getting hit the same way Santa Paula got hit. And there's been some talk of legislation in the federal and state government to try and curb that. A couple of the things have gotten shot down over the years, but it's kind of on the radar right now to see how we can curb that. Where it goes, I don't know, but it's happening statewide.
Yeah.
Everywhere. So well,
people are making careers out of it.
Yeah, and the law allows them to do that right now. So.
Yep. And like we said before, it's go out and get a real job and stop trying to earn your money off the backs of somebody else.
Unfortunately, that happens everywhere.
Yeah.
So, but then we also have a candidates forum that's coming up probably in mid-February. As you know, the supervisor's race is coming up. We have three candidates for that, for our District 3. Our current supervisor, Kelly Long, is rerunning, and then we have two other candidates that are going to run against her. So we're working with League of Women Voters, and we'll finalize that later today, but we'll host it. I think we're going to host it at Palazzo Event Center. So I already confirmed the location yesterday. So it's a great opportunity to bring the candidates in, and we'll market for Fillmore, Piru. That's kind of the whole idea, is get them in here for the Valley Hill. They'll do another one in Oxnard, and then do another one in Camarillo. But we have the elections coming up March 5th, I think, already.
That's crazy.
So, which is our primary, but it also is our supervisor's race.
Right.
So it's crazy how it's coming up fast, and I know in March there's also a couple of bond measures that are coming up for the school district, and we heard a little bit about that at our board meeting this morning. But the school's looking at extending the current bond that's going on for the elementary schools here in Santa Paula, and they're looking at possibly bringing in another bond for the high school, because Bryden Gym, basically the girls' gym in Santa Paula that burned down a little over a year ago, they're going to try and redo that whole area. And the insurance money covers most of that, but they want to extend it and update the pool, and then they want to expand and put a new band room, because the band room right now, there's over 100 band kids, and the room's about as big for about 30 or 40 kids. So they have to practice outside a lot. So they're trying to they're doing a smart thing, is that they're going to try and incorporate this whole campus on that property. and that's going to expand everything out. It's going to keep everything enclosed, a multi-purpose facility, but they need a little bit extra money. So they're going to ask the community if they would accept another bond measure. So there'll be 2 bond measures on the ballot in March, and everybody will be seeing a lot of things coming up on that the next couple weeks.
Right.
So there's a lot of important things going on in our community and our valley, coming up. So we're through the chamber. We're trying to work our way through it and assist and partner with other organizations to help kind of move that needle forward.
Good.
So,
Good.
Yeah.
So and this show can help.
Yes. I'd love to bring all 3 candidates in, but yeah, that's going to be that's a tough one.
Yeah.
So,
well, we could always take them in one at a time.
We can also bring the representative, Mr. Mahadis, who represents out here too.
Yeah.
We've had him on the show before.
We have.
So, but we would have to give everybody equal time. And
Absolutely.
I know one of the other candidates. I don't know the 3rd candidate. So, but yeah, we'll see. But the big race will be later in the year when we have the city council members race.
Right.
For the November ballot, and we have two seats open for that, and it'll be our first district election. So, like myself, I won't be able to vote because it's not my district. So that's going to be a little different for people.
Yeah, people are really interesting.
Yeah, because never having that, people I think don't quite understand how that works. But hey, this is what we do. So, so there's a lot of things happening already for the year starting up again, and we've been working on our events. You got a lot of good things coming up right now too. We're trying to budget all of our stuff for the summer.
I'm going to let a cat out of the bag. Okay.
Sure.
Is that right?
Go ahead.
Okay. We are working on starting a film festival for Santa Paula. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, probably the fall time. I know Jessie May, you and I are supposed to get together and talk about it.
I spoke with her the other day.
Yeah. So hopefully we can get Santa Paula on the map as far as it comes with the film industry.
I actually have some target dates already for that in July.
You do?
That we could do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because July is a great month to do something like this because there's several major events like the fair, a couple of festivals are going out there, but we don't really have anything in this area. So it would be great because it's a different clientele.
Yes.
So that's a great month. We're actually moving our Citrus Music Festival to June, which is where we traditionally started it, the last weekend in June. And I'm leaving all July open so we can do this. And then come August, we're going to do another festival, which will be our Hot Summer Nights. We're tentatively bringing that back this year.
Okay.
So there's a 4 to 6 week gap that we can actually do this.
Nice.
So when Jessie May came to my office the other day, I'm like, we got to get this going and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why she reached out and sent us an email.
Well, you'll be able to go to santapaulafilmfestival.com.
Mm-hmm.
Might be .org. I got to check that out.
Okay.
But hopefully we'll have something in the next week or two, and we can get that ball rolling.
And as I'm bringing this up to people, even the school district, I had asked about the theater up there.
Yep.
And their auditorium. While it needs a lot of help, but it still might be available for us to do something there as well.
Yep.
Given the lead time on
and I spoke with Regency, so we'll be able to do our major award-winning titles there.
That's perfect.
So
support a local business.
Yep.
And and it's got the perfect facility for it.
It does.
Yeah.
So we're gonna cut the show short because I got a bunch of things on the table.
You got to go to construction.
I do. I got to get done by Friday.
Yeah.
But so a lot of great things happening. A lot of things in the work. More things that seem to happen the faster time seems to go.
Yes.
So maybe we should just do a year of nothing.
That'll never happen. Never happen. So I'm going to focus on getting rid of this cop first.
Yeah, you do that. I will focus on getting the room open.
Yeah.
And,
see which one happens first. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully I get mine done first.
Yeah. You have no option.
I have no option. I do. Anyways, John, hope you feel better. Great talking to you. And we will see you next week. And maybe we'll have Richard on next week.
Okay.
So I'll leave that one to you.
All right.
All right. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to y'all next week.
This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.
It's fine until I started talking.